Have you ever asked yourself how to make a lot of gold in Wizard 101? How to do it at a low level, really? Like, you don't even need a high level. And how do people make hundreds and thousands of gold? And what do they even do with their gold? Well, today's your lucky day. I'm gonna go over the secret to gold in Wizard 101. Alrighty, you guys, I know that was a little bit of a cheesy intro, but to be honest, this is going to be a really gas episode. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and drop a sub, you guys. Support your boy. We're already over 2K and climbing, y'all. Honestly, we're unstoppable at this point. And also, if you want some raw, live PvP sessions, you know what I'm saying? I do PvP on all my characters. You guys can go ahead, tune into the live streams, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, we turn up for sure. And yeah, let's get straight into this episode, you guys. So pretty much right now, I'm always like max gold on all my wizards, and I wanted to give you guys the secret to gold because I think it's something not a lot of people really discuss, and they just kind of glance over it. Like, some happen to have a lot of gold, some don't, and honestly, not many people make guides on how to make gold. Right now, obviously, there's the obvious, where to farm in dungeons and all that, which I'm going to be covering in this video, but I'm going to show you guys pretty much how to control your gold, how to sell items properly so you can get the most out of them, right? So first of all, let me go over how to sell items properly. Now, this is going to be basic for a lot of you guys, but for most, it's going to be kind of new. And honestly, if you don't know this, is going to change your life, right? So if you go into your backpack and you go into quick sell, right? This is pretty much kind of the bare minimum you can get for your items. Like, just to put it, like, I don't think I have an item that I can kind of sell. Yeah, everything that I have is kind of non-tradable. But anyways, you guys can just tell by the amount. So pretty much Sky Captain's boots, 3,600, right? Not much gold out of it. Same thing with this, like 1,091. Now I'm going to show you guys, right, how much you can make off of these items if I were to sell them, let's say, in the bazaar, right? So, like I said, most of you guys are going to know about this already, but pretty much the way selling works in this game, right, in Wizard 101, is if you quick sell, you actually don't make that much, which makes sense. I mean, it's kind of a fast option. It's a very fast alternative. You just go into your backpack and you quick sell to pretty much like make space, but you don't make a lot of gold out of it, right? Now, the bazaar is kind of your go-to because anything you sell in the bazaar makes a lot more gold. You pretty much get the most out of it in the bazaar. That's how a lot of people like kind of make their gold when they farm dungeons and stuff, right? Which of course I'll show you guys later in the video. But yeah, pretty much here's the bazaar. Like I said, it's kind of basic, right? Like the intro to this guide on gold. But trust me, like towards the end, it gets a little bit juicy. Alright, so you go into the bazaar, then you go into sell, right? Like, I want you guys, well, obviously you guys can't really tell, but pretty much any item you guys were to sell in the bazaar would make you guys a lot more gold. And just kind of the way it is, right? It's kind of crazy, I know, but that's just the way it is. Like, for example, this right here, like some of these snacks, 170 gold. Now if you were to go to a random vendor, they wouldn't actually sell for that much gold, right? So that's just kind of a basic on where to sell gold. Alrighty, you guys, next up I'm going to be going over pretty much the best dungeon to kind of farm gold. If you guys are obviously experienced at this game, you already know where I'm headed at. There's obviously higher level worlds, like for example Imperia, Polaris. You can farm in high level worlds, but this is really convenient. I did it at max. You guys can do it as well. I do it on my legendaries that I PvP on, obviously for, buying enchants and all that. So it's honestly like probably the best place. And the reason it's actually really good, really convenient, is because lots of high levels farm it, and basically you can get a lot of help. You don't even have to kind of do it on your own, which is kind of lit, and I honestly find that like kind of amazing. But yeah, you pretty much want to head over to Vestraland right here, this area, and it's a storm boss, right? So if you're a storm like me, at max obviously you can just pierce through the resist, but if you're like a level 60, you would need a convert. But yeah, pretty much it's a boss, and he has like one minion, and they're really easy to kill, and you can get a lot of items out of it, mainly the amulets, the boots, the robes. They just kind of sell for a lot. Alrighty, you guys, this is pretty much the dungeon right here, How Fang's Cave. So you guys can probably team up and find people. I don't want to be thrown into a mat. Okay, good. So there's no one in team up. But pretty much the fastest way I would say is you would go ahead and change realms, go to a populated realm. Obviously we're in a pretty empty realm. And yeah, like that. See, there's people already here. They just left the dungeon. And you guys can pretty much like just farm for a lot of gold. And lots of these people are actually high level. Yeah, like a max. See what I'm saying? So if you're a low level, all you need is pretty much access to this dungeon. Or you guys can just add them. And you would end up making a lot of gold out of this for sure. So yeah. Alrighty guys, for the next portion of the vid, I wanted to go over pretty much what to do if you have max gold. Now here's where it gets a little bit juicy, and a lot of experienced players can actually benefit, because I don't think a lot of people do this, which is kind of funny, right? Okay, so if you have max gold, there's a lot you can do with it. The obvious, you can pretty much go ahead and hatch a pet. Hatching pets is kind of expensive, right? Especially if you're hatching for a really good pet. It can be upwards to 90k, 100k gold. Obviously, as low as like 40k gold, that's the lowest it can go in the kiosk. But pretty much hatching a pet is kind of the fastest way you guys can just drop your gold pretty fast. But if you're not in need of a pet, which honestly, I don't see how you cannot be in need of a pet, you guys can also go ahead and purchase a house, right? This is basically just kind of something that I like to do pretty much, and it's pretty neat, you know what I'm saying? It's better than just having a full like tank of gold. The one I do recommend is obviously the um the one that I have, which is the red barn farm, right? This one is kind of, I think it's probably, yeah, it's the most expensive, obviously explainable. You can farm in it, catch potatoes, get a boost out of it. It is a like in their items. So yeah, buying a house is kind of the next best thing you can do. But if you're really about like just wasting your gold, to be honest, just buy a mount. You guys can probably find a mount for gold. You just have to scroll all the way down and go ahead and go to these guys right here. One of the, yep, exactly. You press on gold, you'll see all the items for gold. The lion is probably the one that's the most, favorable. But what I do with my gold specifically is I go ahead and purchase empowers, right? Now, the way empowers work in Wizard 101, I don't have none right now, but that's because I literally traded all of them for like packs and stuff. Pretty much, there's like a secret trading system in Wizard 101 behind the scenes. Not a lot of people know about. If you're a big PvPer like me, you obviously know about it because we like to get our brace jewels and all those juicy stuff, right, that we put on our pets. But pretty much, you want to go ahead and buy empowers from the bazaar, right? If you buy empowers, you decrease your gold a lot because they're super expensive. Each one is like 6k gold. But yeah, if you're running like almost 530k gold like me, you're chilling, right? So you'd buy empowers, and then you would trade the empowers for packs. I think 70, 60 empowers gets you a 399 pack, like a Sinbad Horde pack, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much like how you would kind of decrease your gold if you hit max gold. If you're running max gold and you're just letting it sit there, and you keep getting Zeke's error here telling you have max gold, you're doing it wrong. Spend your gold for sure. Empowers is the best way. You can literally trade it for packs, and honestly, if you need any more further info, just hit me up in the comment section, and I can give you guys a few Discord links that you guys can probably trade for a lot of stuff. But yeah, some people know about this, not a lot though. Alright you guys, for the next portion of the vid, I wanted to go over pretty much something that I kind of touched on my last guiding on like how to make tons of mega snacks. But honestly, I didn't include gold, which was kind of insane. Kind of nuts, right? Currently right now, we do have double gardening going on. By the time you guys are seeing this video, it's still going on, but I do believe it's the last day. So make sure you guys do get it in before it's over. But pretty much, if you're gardening, you can make so much gold, and not a lot of people realize why you can actually do that, right? So when you garden, especially during double gardening, you can get TCs, and like I'm just full on TCs. It's ridiculous. So this is level 75, right? It used to be 65. I never found on this character. Never did a dungeon, and look at me, already almost max gold. And I buy a lot of TCs because I do obviously PvP, as you guys can tell. I have a lot of TC, right? Like look at how many TCs I have. I just go to our balance here. So this is how many 60 supernovas. Like it's insane. You know what I'm saying? It's insane. 5 lures. I had a lot more, of course. And then like I just like 8 chimeras. So I do run a lot of TC. And pretty much the way you would do it is as soon as you garden, you get a little bit of gold. You know what I'm saying? You get a little bit of gold, 192 gold, as you guys can tell. But you also get TC. So you go over here, then you go on the quick sell. If you have obviously time, just go to the bazaar. Like I said, you get out of it, more out of it from the bazaar. But you go ahead and just click this one. You press select all, and you make a lot of gold. So every time you harvest, you do that. Like every time I get on, I make like 20k. It's insane, and like I never have to farm, and that's just kind of a really passive way of making gold. And like a lot of people don't realize that. They think gardening is only solely like mega snacks, but honestly, it's gold as well. Like I don't even know what to do with most of my gold. Like this character is always PvPing, is always using up TC, signing up for tournaments and all that, and I still run almost max gold. So this is probably kind of the next best thing you can do, but I do understand it's kind of tough to get like a full-on garden of like couch potatoes or like evil magma piece set up. But yeah, if you guys can get that set up, I would highly recommend it. Alrighty, you guys, that's gonna be kind of it for this video. I know it's kind of a bit of a quick one, but I've been asked a lot, how do I have so much gold during the live streams, and I thought I would just kind of put in a video for you guys. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and drop a sub, you guys. Join in on the family. Like I said, I do live stream 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's kind of a random days schedule at this point, but it is scheduled on the channel, so you guys can probably just check it out for yourself. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, go ahead, drop a like, comment down below what other guides you guys want to see. I can do a crowns guide, trivia guide, leveling guide, questing guide, PvP guide. I mean, I'm kind of well experienced in this game, so I can definitely help you guys out. And yeah, this has been ITE. I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.